Bourbon Barkeep. My name's Curtis. You have tuned into a House Call Wednesday. House Call Wednesday, if you are new here, we do blind battles. I don't know labels, I don't know age. I try and meander around guessing proof, and we see if the juice is good. Labels are meaningless here, and we'll see how that turns out. We got Battle 44 in our hands. We made it to 44. Do they go in order? No, they don't. It's part of the confusion. It doesn't take much because I don't listen well. But ultimately, 44. Doesn't mean anything to you. Doesn't mean anything to me. Let's get these guys on the nose, one at a time. That makes it easier for me. And go ahead, like, subscribe, and it gets better from one of us, usually. Yeah, like that one. Like a nice cooked peach. Yeah, not baked, like cooked. Honey, cinnamon, a little nutmeg in there. Vanilla, maybe in like a vanilla icing. Smells nice and like a rich, thick. There are certain tasty notes, smelling notes, scents that I love. Just a good candy bar. Love a good candy bar on the palate, on the nose. This one, pastry. This is like a cinnamon roll, just that vanilla icing on it. Yeah. Oh, please continue. Cheers. That's good. Lighter than what I was expecting on the palate. Don't really know why. Just felt like the nose had a lot going on, not in terms of complexity, just thickness, if you will. It's good. It hangs around a long time. Tell you what, that's a wild ride. Kind of comes off to where you're like, oh no, don't leave me just yet. Not yet. And then she doesn't. She just hangs around. And then kind of lingers. You're like, yeah, I think I do like her. Good work, Leslie. That's nice. What'd we get? I know that's what you're asking. That cinnamon roll is still there. I mean, maybe I was excited to just smell it and I was just hoping it's there, but I feel like that cinnamon, that sweet pastry, that vanilla icing just kind of continues through. A lot more oak on the palate, like a nice sweet oak. Overall, I mean, a highly enjoyable pour, pretty approachable. I wouldn't say a great hug. It's the showstopper is definitely the lingeriness on the tongue. Let's see if that continues on sip 2. Sip 2, it got better. Man, that's a great pour. This is like a pastry or dessert person's dream. Typically, like I said, I go candy bar. This kind of sticks with kind of that cinnamon roll. There's like this really nice like caramel cheesecake kind of going on, like this nice buttery cheesecake just drizzled with caramel syrup. Oh man, that's delightful. Sweet oak. I don't know if there's many holes to pick in it. Not that it's perfect by any means, just if you like these tasty notes, which I apparently do, pretty amped up over it, it's really good. For my personal palate, if I were to pick a hole, I would like some type of like deep, rich flavor to where this stays bright and pastry. If you just if I like a brown sugar or like a chocolate in there, I think this would really set it over the edge for my personal palate, but I could see me loving this on a summer night. And like I said, I mean, the tasty notes that have come out of my mouth, I'm really excited about. So class B, high bar. Come on, baby, be here. Okay, you heard you need the darkness. Man, that is a lot of leather up front. How deep is this richness? What fruit is that? Like a prune? Yes, prune, black cherry, maple syrup. Yep. We're in the groove. We're finding it. Welcome back. All right. Oak, some tobacco in there, but like a pleather, like a fake. If you were going to TJ Maxx leather purse instead of going into like your Nordstrom swag purse. This is nice. This is nice. I'm encouraged. Let's see what the palate has. Oh yeah. Hello. Wow. Good for you. Okay. As coating on the tongue as Glass A is, Glass B is throwing elbows and saying, I'm staying here too. And I'll feel it in the chest a bit more. Man, two completely different profiles in terms of palates, but done extremely well in terms of viscosity, mouthfeel, and the tasting profiles that they were going for. They're both done extremely well. Do you want this great pastry, bright, for lack of a better word, fantastic pour? Or do you want this dark mother just lurking, bumping shoulders, but also just kind of a sweet teddy bear when you get him back? You know, you sit him down and have some tea with him. I can't say I get a ton of fruit on Glass B, so I feel like we should probably focus on Glass B since it's just what I tasted. A lot of maple syrup, a lot of barrel char. Sometimes that can be really drying to my palate. This one just has a nice, not smokiness, but like charred wood. I mean, it's in the name. That maple syrup that was on the nose translates to the palate, but it's like that donut icing maple, you know, a little bit brighter, a little richer, thicker as well. Yeah, that's good. Let's see what Sip 2 has, and this would be tough. This is going to be a bang for the buck one. I can guarantee it. Just delightful. Just, that's great. I love it. These are two great pours. I love these episodes. This is one of those ones where I was like, back whenever I was making this thing, I was like, treat for you. Let's do that one. And I was right about myself in the future. Raspberry, little graham cracker, but ultimately it's like this maple syrup and barrel char bomb, and I love it. Just this fantastic mouthfeel, goes toe to toe with Glass A, which I thought that may set it apart. It doesn't. Toe to toe. Man, this is tough. All right, revisit time for both of them. I'm going to fast forward. Then we get into some scoring. Then we do bang for the buck. And then we hope we can buy one of them, if not both. I can't say I was disappointed in either of those. They made me proud. I hope I own them. I kind of hope I can find them. I kind of hope you can find them, to be fair. Well, we got our scoring, got some categories. Helps kind of reel in what do these numbers actually mean. Then we do bang for the buck. That's more, once we figure out price, did I get what I paid for? What I pay above it? Is it a value? Or did I completely miss the mark and I need to figure out how to get rid of this bottle? Yeah, we've had that episode too. So, senses-wise, Glass A, not much new. And that's not a bad thing. Sometimes they turn and you're like, whoa, where did the shoe polish come from? Glass A, bright, full of flavor, and just great. I'm going to go 82. I don't know the price of Glass A yet. It tastes like it could be like a $60 bottle. And I kind of mean that credit to the 60. Like, I don't feel like it has anything that screams, I'm $200. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm assuming a little too much. Anyways, Glass B is a little more tasting profile, a little more my tasting profile. So we got that going for us, for me, to be fair. I really enjoyed it. This one seems to have a little more going on, a little more girth, a little more on the complexity scale, if you will. We're going to go high, 87. If you all watch the channel a lot, we don't get up that high, 87. I really like it. I'm not going to guess price because that's what this is for. So I'm going to figure that out real quick and then do that. So we got Battle 44. Oddly enough, Class A is 44 the vial, $100. Wouldn't say I'd guess 60 to be fair. You can kind of really get some muddy waters in that like 60 to like $85 range. Class B, 115. That's not an easy pill to swallow. Does it change my enjoyment? No, not really. I mean, if I were to pay 115, it's kind of what I wanted to pay for, or taste like. Pay for? What? So I don't have categories for bang for the buck. This is just kind of winging it. Do I feel like I got my $100? Kinda. I wouldn't pay above it. I think that would be my problem. So I definitely got my 100. It's very well done. Wouldn't pay above it. I'll just go 62. If you're going to drop $100 on a bottle and you're pumped about it to a certain extent, yeah, let's do that. I mean, there hasn't been too many bottles to where I'm cranking out cinnamon roll and caramel cheesecake. So, and they were great. The problem is that it met Class B, and it said, I'm not ready for college yet, Mom. All right, I'm going to go bag groceries at Publix, Hy-Vee, wherever this demographic is at this point. Class B, that is some hair in its chest. That's the kid that has the mustache at 12. And I would pay $15 more for that. I mean, it helps it's more on my profile, but yeah, I'm going to pay $15 more. I may even go up to $125. That would be my cap. I don't love it. I don't love it, but it seems to have a lot of age on it. I would say this one tastes older. I'm going to go 67. Yeah, 67. How high can you actually get on bang for the buck at $115? So 67. Definitely got my money's worth. I'm happy I own it. And I would pick Class B in the store. We got that. All right. Bottle reveal time. Let's go. Battle 44. Like I said, I hope. We'll see in the editing. Class A, Rebel 10. Love Rebel 10. I didn't remember Rebel 10 at all. Class B, Old Forester, 1924. The 10-year. We got the 10-year matchup. Both 100 proof. Those are very different. Very. I was even looking at the color. I cut that piece to where I was like, wow, this looks like... I didn't think it was Knob Creek 12. Didn't have that mint. But man, it had like a 12-year nose. No, eye to it. This one, not as dark. Wow, I can't believe that's 10 years. $100 for 10 years. That's not bad. You just, if you like what came out of my mouth, save the money, go Rebel 10. It's really damn good. Wrapping up, because I can go on and on now that I know the bottles. Here's my thoughts. I just spew them. And this is what gets cut in the end. And I'm like, wow, good thing this wasn't 22 minutes. Like, subscribe. 1924, I'm going to do it. Just going to do it. It's overpriced in terms of what it is between 10 years and 100 proof. I wish the proof was a little higher. But, man, if this was $100, this would be a slam dunk at this point. And it's not. So, there's that.